YouTube, what's up? Raw Bills here. How you guys doing today? Well, it is mid-November, and it's quite nice. It's quite nice here. You'll note that the lighting in this video is pretty low. Sorry, can't help it. I live pretty far north now, so the sun goes down quite early. So I just wanted to come and cheers. Costa coffee. It's pretty good. Come and say hi. Last weekend I went to a local brick and mortar, and they had they didn't have what I was looking for, but they did have some Dunhills. So I got some Navy rolls, fat tin, Elizabethan, big tin. How much is in here? I don't know. It's about 2 tins worth. Dunhill Dark Flake, and a couple of tins of Solani aged Burley Flake. Normal tin. So I was happy to find those. I've been on the lookout for some Revor plug, made famous by Leo Middlefinger. I think he's called Leo Aldapold now on YouTube. Cool dude, check him out. Oh, I'm smoking some Sam Gawith Navy Flake in my Savinelli Bing. Love this pipe. Of all my Savinellis, I've probably smoked this one the most. Never lets me down. So on the internet front, I've let you guys know I've had some issues on that. We are due to get fiber connection, they say, within 9 months. We'll see if it happens. But in the meantime, I picked up this neat little device. It's a little Wi-Fi hotspot. Thankfully, I have a very good 4G cellular signal here. So you just buy some data, and when you use it up, you get some more. So this has been working very well for us. We can watch Netflix and do all the stuff that requires a faster connection than what we have in the house. So thank goodness for good cellular signal. So yesterday I had this weird kind of thought on the process by which some people learn things. So I remember vividly, I was taking a class, I think it was geography, in 6th grade, and we had a pop quiz on something that the teacher had previously told us to remember. And it was of this diagram depicting something. And she said, all right, pull out a piece of paper and just draw the diagram. And it was one of the first times I ever failed something, so I failed, and then she said, all right, you're gonna retake it every day until you pass it. So what I had to do was, I went home, and I don't really know how to study because they don't really teach you how to study. So what I ended up doing was I took a stack of paper and I just drew this thing over and over and over again. It took about 9 or 10 times until I could just do it without looking. So I basically just memorized what to draw on the paper. So naturally, when I had to take it again the next day, I just drew it on the paper, handed it in, and that was that. So I think she didn't fail me for that. She just allowed me to take a lower grade on that particular quiz. So that's kind of what we're conditioned to do, right? In grade school, and even in, I'd say, most of college until you get to graduate school, is you get a bunch of stuff, you cram it in here, and you regurgitate. And a lot of people get by that way. A lot of people. And you can learn a lot of facts. You can store some stuff in here, but in my opinion, you don't get the whole thing. For me, the purpose of learning is to learn what it's all about. Get the concepts, not just be able to spit back at you what you've told to me or what the book says. I didn't dry this out, so many relights. And so in 6th grade, I knew the concept of what the diagram had on it, understood it, was prepared to move on to the next lesson. But this teacher wanted it regurgitated. And so, it had been like this. It's been like that for a lot of years. And then I had a class when I was in graduate school. It was an advanced class near the end of my studies. And this one particular professor, he had a weird thing where he would be that guy. He would take what we called the 4.0ers, the people who had 4.0s, always got A's, always aced tests. He told me, he said, I like students like you way better than them because you actually are learning the material and what it actually means. They're just spitting it up for the test. So he devised a way to write a test which tested your actual comprehension of the subject. And so it was a one question exam. I think it was our final exam, actually. But it was broken up into something crazy. It was like 60 parts. One question, about 60 parts. It was on this whole... It was pretty much you had to use everything you learned throughout the whole year. And so if you missed the one above it, everything else was wrong. So I ended up actually getting an A on that. And he told me later, he said that group, that 4.0 group, most of them got like D's, which would put their grades at B's or so. And so I naturally said, well, aren't you gonna, help them out a little bit? This was kind of their last challenge. And he's like, nope. They did not understand the concepts, the underlying fundamentals of what we were learning. All they were trying to do is regurgitate what the book said. And he found that way to expose that. And on the one hand, I was kind of like, it's kind of a dick move to bust all those straight A guys, and then on the other hand, I was proud of them. So I think, in retrospect, as far as learning, that's kind of how I have been. Not a straight A student. Do not study, or did not study, but I never missed a class, not one, throughout all my university, and unless I was deathly ill during grade school, I never missed a day. And so just being there, I could understand the concepts, what they were getting at. I understood the points, but as far as regurgitation, I guess I'm not the best at that. So, just a weird thought I had yesterday about that. So, I'm not sure where I was going with that, but felt like I wanted to share. So beware of all the people who say I had a 4.0. I suspect very few of them actually deserved it. Or, you know, for me, it's not really meaningful at all. So that's it. Hope you guys are having a great November so far. It's starting to get a little chill in the air. Nowhere near like the States where I was. It's snow and ice there, and here it is sunny, clear skies, just a little cool. So I'm having a great time here in England. I got lots more adventures to come, and that's all I got today. So, oh yeah, I'm also reading a bunch more books, Buddhism, also some Stoicism topics. So I got some of that coming for Christmas, if Santa thinks I've been a good boy. So that's about all I got. So we'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.